Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
And we have two big breaking news stories happening right now. First, children run for cover as a gunman barricades himself inside a Highland Park home.
We're going to begin, though, in Redford, where we just got our first look at the mother and boyfriend charged with killing a 5-year-old inside a motel.
Sean Lay just got out of the courtroom, and Sean, there's new information, and it is horrifying.
We just walked out of this courtroom. You're almost left speechless by the many details investigators just laid out before the judge. We're talking about a beautiful 5-year-old little girl named Lyric, suffering from the worst kinds of physical and sexual abuse that she didn't survive. She was killed in these abusive attacks. Her own 3-year-old little brother, also badly injured, had to be removed to the hospital. And police told the judge, look, they believe the mother in this case and the mother's boyfriend are the two responsible. Michael Deshaun Lewis and Stephanie Jones in court just moments ago, accused of some of the most horrific child abuse against two defenseless children. A 5-year-old girl named Lyric, Jones's daughter, brutally beaten with unimaginable injuries like a lacerated liver, torn adrenal gland, injuries connected to possible sexual assaults, cuts and bruises, living in the In America on Telegraph, a hotel room of horror. And when police arrived Tuesday morning, she was unresponsive. Michael Lewis was holding her.
He stated that he was alone with Logan and Lyric when Lyric told him she was having trouble breathing.
Lyric was pronounced dead at the hospital. Jones' 3-year-old son was bruised and cut. He was taken to Children's Hospital where doctors found healing broken ribs and a lacerated liver. Jones tells police she leaves her kids with Lewis, her boyfriend, every day while she works, both admitting to disciplining the kids with a belt. And they were made to do squats when they, quote, misbehaved.
Stephanie also stated that recently, Lyric was, quote unquote, caught drinking from the toilet in the motel room, and she was disciplined.
Back here live, the boyfriend in this case apparently first giving investigators all kinds of excuses about what these injuries were from, saying the little boy was clumsy, saying when he picked up the girl, she fell, those kind of things. Then later said that he did indeed discipline them, and the mom also saying that. There's a dad that is connected to Lyric's dad, not the boyfriend. He has been very vocal on Facebook saying that he has been desperately trying to rescue Lyric from an abusive situation, but having no idea all four were in that motel room over on Telegraph here in Redford. No bond for either of these two. We just also learned the 3-year-old has been released from the hospital. He's in protective custody right now. Back to you.
Horrendous. All right, Sean, we'll continue to follow that story. Now let's move to breaking news in Highland Park and video from Sky 4 showing children running from a house during a standoff with a barricaded gunman.
Let's get to Jermont Terry live on Pilgrim Street, where police made an arrest just a short time ago. Jermont.
Yeah, they did, Kimberly, and thankfully everyone got out of this situation safely, especially that mother and her children that you just saw. They found themselves caught up in the scary standoff with police and this gunman. Sky 4 over the scene as two girls frantically run out of this duplex. The young ladies, along with their mother, ordered to leave their home because of the danger above them in the vacant unit upstairs.
Were they in danger? Yes, they were in danger. But it was because they didn't know what was going on.
Right above them, police said a man hid out after officers were called to Pilgrim Street just off Woodward. The concern, a gunman on the street.
This gentleman was brandishing a weapon at a gas station, and we were dispatched, and as we approached, citizens said that this is where he ran.
He ran into the unit right next to Reynard Gist.
I just pulled up and the street was blocked off. I couldn't get in.
But you're sitting here and you're looking at police where?
In front of my house.
He and others could not get down the block for over an hour as Highland Park police officers surrounded the house and worked to get the gunman to surrender. The man finally gave up. He exited the back of the house empty-handed. We caught police arresting him in the front yard and leaves Reynard thankful he was not home.
Pretty dangerous, you know, you don't know what to expect, you don't know what they have. I'm glad they got the guy. It'd be just my luck to go back in the house and he coming over to my house.
This is the way you like things to end.
And we can report tonight that mother and her children that you saw from Sky 4 being escorted by police with those barricade situation out safely, they are safe tonight. Again, Highland Park Police trying to figure out why this man originally had that gun, waving it in the street, and why he ran to this particular duplex. We do know that he is from the neighborhood, but right now police are not releasing his name. They're of course questioning down at police headquarters. For now, reporting live in Highland Park, I'm Jermont Terry, Local 4.
Jermont, it's a massive investment going to something that really needs it.
Today, City of Detroit announcing $500 million will go to upgrade water service and reduce water main breaks. And that's not all. Rod Maloney shows us what the city is also offering residents for free. Rod?
For years and years, maybe even a generation or more, a scene like this on your street in the city of Detroit meant disaster, meant trouble, leaky pipes, maybe a basement full of sewage. And you dreaded this. But since the bankruptcy, things have changed dramatically for the Detroit Water and Sewer Department. And instead of this being disaster, this is actual progress, moving things forward and planning ahead. It's an understandable Detroiter's reflex when Beverly Kimball saw water department crews and contractors on Fullerton Street.
Were our rates going to go up? You know, were we going to be charged more for the pipes that had to be dug up on our private property?
They started putting in a new water line and replacing the lead water lines installed 70 years ago with new copper pipes. And she didn't know until the mayor uttered these words today.
As we replace that water line, we're going through and taking the lead lines that are normally the neighbor's responsibility, and we are going through at our cost and putting in new lines, taking the lead lines to your houses out.
Oh yes, very much. It's welcome.
After the bankruptcy, the Water and Sewer Department received $50 million a year from the Great Lakes Water Authority to repair its own pipes and mains. DWSD raised its collections from 77% to 94% in the past couple of years, and that brought in $60 million more a year, adding up to money to work with.
I'm pleased, and I'm speaking for, I think, a group. I'm speaking for the majority, I would say.
Yeah.
We're very pleased to see that they're doing something in Russell Woods, like Russell Woods is not forgotten.
But let's be clear, this is a very big job. How big? Well, as they go ahead and do this, the city will actually end up being like most other cities where they replace about 1 or 2% of their own pipes on an annual basis. If they wanted to do all of the city's pipes, it would take 50 years. Right now, they say they're going to work on a 30-year plan. Reporting live, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
All right, Rod. Well, she kept her word. Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel said Enbridge had 30 days to come up with a deal on Line 5 or she would sue to shut it down. Today is 30 days later, and a lawsuit's been filed now to do just that. Mara McDonald shows us what happens now. Mara?
Devin, what is likely to happen here is to end up in a whole lot of litigation in multiple courts. Here is what the AG actually did today. Her lawsuit is saying this, that Enbridge's pipeline is a public nuisance that violates the public trust and violates environmental laws. The pipeline is a critical carrier of oil and gas liquids, which stretches from Wisconsin to Ontario. Enbridge wants to dig a new tunnel underneath the straits to encase a replacement pipeline to remove the possibility of a catastrophic spill.
I have consistently stated that Enbridge's pipelines in the Straits need to be shut down as soon as possible because they present an unacceptable risk to the Great Lakes, the largest fresh surface water system in the world.
Enbridge had been in discussions with Governor Whitmer over a timeline to try and get all of this done. Those talks have broken down. The governor says she is still willing to try and come up with some sort of a compromise. We are in the newsroom. Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Okay, Mara. A decision impacting the 2020 election right here in Michigan. The United States Supreme Court says federal courts have no role in policing gerrymandering. Previously, a lower court had ordered Michigan's maps to be partially redrawn by the legislature before the next election. The Supreme Court decision effectively reverses that order. However, Michigan's redistricting process will still be handled by an independent commission in 2021.
4, please. For the first time ever, a PGA Tour event is underway in the city of Detroit. And today is any indication, there's going to be plenty of two things: birdies and a lot of fun. Jamie Edmonds live at Detroit Golf Club tonight, where golfers and fans are now starting to wrap up round one. Jamie.
Hey there, Devin. Yes, you are absolutely correct. Lots of birdies. The leader, Nate Lashley, had 9 of them today. Now, when you talk about fun, that's a little harder to quantify, but we went all over this course today talking to people from all over our area, and they were loving it for different reasons. The biggest names in golf teed it up at the Detroit Golf Club today for round 1 of the Rocket Mortgage Classic. And fans were loving every minute of it. George Williams sees this tournament, the first ever in Detroit, as a boon for the city.
I think it's part of the icing that makes this city a great comeback city.
Stephen Winter is a longtime member of Detroit Golf Club. He says he loves seeing his club shine the way it has.
Oh, I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be prouder. Both of the club and what's happening here for us, and also the spin-off for the city, the community. I just think this is a tremendous effort.
11-year-old Ben Sherman would have to say access has been the best part so far. He's got 25 signatures and counting.
Oh, I've been golfing since I was 5 years old, and I know most of the players, so to get their autograph it's pretty cool.
So far, Ricky Fowler has been the fan favorite. In Aubrey Zisselman's case, she got to talk to him during his round.
I said good shot, and he said thanks.
Thanks for coming to Detroit, Kev.
Yeah, we appreciate it. She and all of the fans here making memories they won't soon forget. I love that sentiment of the fans talking to the players earlier today and say thank you for coming to Detroit. Everyone's just having a great time. I think it's evident they sold out Saturday and Sunday. So day 1 is done. So far, so good. Well, not quite done. Dustin Johnson, Gary Woodland are still out there. And Devin, they're going to need a few more of those birdies if they want to get back in this. Back to you.
Right, at 9 under. We'll see where this is headed come Sunday. All right, Jamie. Much more to come on this great new event from the PGA in Detroit. All right, Chief Craig says there is no way they'll use it for the wrong reasons.
We will absolutely never use it in a random way. We will never use it for purposes of immigration. None of that.
The battle over facial recognition technology heats up ahead of a critical decision by Detroit police.
Also, the auto show is going to get some fresh air. New at 5, we now know when the new show is happening, but the big story is what you're going to see outside of Cobo. Ben.
Devin, we are putting some bogeys on the weather scorecard here over the next 7 days. Humidity comes back. That could lead to some strong storms tomorrow. And the weekend is a half and half story. We'll look at that all coming up.
A horrible day for a woman from Ohio visiting family here in Michigan. Her car is no more. Why? It could be because of a vape pen.